Well, good morning. Welcome to our little place on the hill. This is a foreigner in the Philippines, and that little place there, we're going to have it cleared and make it look like an addition to the garden, but actually it will be a place for the dogs. Not for the yard dogs, but for our two Pomeranians. So I'll give you a walk through the house because we've been doing a lot of work there lately, and gradually we're getting the waste, all the cut off of the wood and everything, but it piles up very quickly. Still have paint around, lots of paint, both empty and full. We have to move stuff side to side because we have not organised moving in. This little place here is going to be, I think, a place for storing the plastic containers, which you can actually put stuff in. This is a floor that's waiting to go in there. And for those of you who haven't been with us before, this is my desk. This is my desk where I work. This will be where I work from. I need to buy a stool because that's stool height, and this desk is designed and set up really for drawing design work. It's a large uninterrupted area and lit from the side because it's important when you're drawing that you have the light coming from the side. So I got a few little bits and pieces up. Beth hasn't done anything about moving in because she has to move in total, all in one. I made for the desk for Beth, I made lots of little cubby holes for putting different stuff, bills, receipts, all that kind of stuff, because she is the editor of all of our stuff, all of our online stuff. She edits, she keeps accounts of incoming and outgoing, and so there'll be book stuff here that she can keep stuff on as well. This is our little dining area, dining nook, shall we call it. Still tiny bits of paint to be done, but in the main all the upholstery is now done. And the upholstery kind of grew. It grew from that to thinking, well, maybe we could recover the couch. I've been thinking of buying a cover for the couch. I see on Facebook that you can buy a cover that's elastic or stretch material, and it will conform to the shape of any couch. Well, for a lot less than the price of that, I went out and bought the material and count my labour as nothing, which is silly really, because it's not nothing. I recovered it myself. I'd always intended that this love seat would be recovered, which it's now done. And then that transferred, and I thought, well, why don't we make some little panels up and pad out the side of that. So I bought some materials and did that. And once I did the surround, I'm looking at the mattress, and the mattress had an ugly cover on it. Took the cover off and I worked with the actual foam itself, and I covered the foam. Now this little day bed, let's call it that, this is our day bed. This is where we'll hang out during the day and take little naps and hang out, and that's our view out the back there while we're hanging out. So there's windows all around this little area here, so it will be very pleasant. But just to show you, so that you're not looking through this tinted glass, it's a glorious view. It's a mango tree. And all the hills right into the distance. When it rains here, it's quite interesting. The rain always comes from there, and we see the clouds gathering over there. We see it darken, and then gradually it will hit us. This is a planting area where we've grown various plants. It's got, I think, cassava in there at the moment. It's running a little bit wild. She keeps planting. Beth keeps planting those cactus, and boy, they grow. Well, they grow like cactus. So we've descended into a work area for some of it. We keep fighting back the work area. I've been working on the floor here. This nice area, I was able to lay this mattress down. As I was going to say, we never thought of this as being a recreational area. We never really thought of it that. So with a little less, or a little more forethought, I would have made this area here, I would have made it 7 feet out. But it started out as a deck, and as so many other things, we then closed the deck in, then we put a roof on it, and then now we've got a daybed that's 5'6". And this was supposed to be a little area for putting a keyboard on, and Beth was interested in playing the keyboard. This is our breakfast bar now, and underneath all of this is a bench, and you sit, have your coffee, look out through the window and enjoy the view. That's the idea. Our kitchen is pretty well there, actually. We could go on, couldn't we? I mean, is the work ever finished? We've actually done the worst now. All of these, all the doors are fitted, all got magnetic catches on, and worked out quite nicely. I never intended to have doors on. Beth liked the idea of doors, and I have to admit that it does look nice with the doors on. This I always intended to be an open storage area. Beth liked the doors, so there we are, there's the doors. Yes, serving hatch going out. Haven't been able to find one of those sort of arm extenders which will support the serving hatch when it's open. They just don't do them here that I've seen, so we haven't been able to find them. So we have a bathroom which has not been done. I won't go into that. But all of these little cabinets, they're all hinged and catched and stuff. This is the graveyard for, as you can see, for the a lot of other storage and stuff which we probably don't need to have in there, but also for the riveters, of which I used, I think the count was something like 14 or 15 or possibly even more. Darken this, we need to have, I have planned small pieces of carpet for going on here. And going up into the bedroom. It's a small house, but it does have a 12 by 12 bedroom, and this is a vaulted ceiling with the lights up and recessed inside. You can turn 2 lights on or have 4 lights on. I love the light myself. We fitted the TV now to the wall. Probably not the ideal place because the couch is situated at right angles to it, but with the L-shaped couch I don't see any problem. This is not This is not a house for a high volume of people. It's Beth and I, really. That's it. I don't watch television much. It's all in Tagalog, so I don't speak Tagalog except for a very, very small smattering. This would be where I would spend my time. I had an electrical outlet fitted right there so that I could have a lamp, a reading lamp if necessary, and that little, what can we call it, an Art Deco type thing that's on the wall there is very grand shelf for my coffee or my tea. And this shelf will be made a decorative place. It won't be for storing garbage. That will be a fight with Beth. She'll probably want to put something up there which she just can't be bothered finding a place for. So the bedroom is separated into two halves. This is my half of the bedroom. At the moment I'm fighting her on putting doors on everything here. I can see that it would look nice. This is an hanging space up here for her few dresses. She doesn't have a terrific number of dresses, but this would more than accommodate it. And then probably I could hang my shirts there rather than have them folded up and stuffed into a box. Still got to readjust the shelf there, and we had this electrical addition there so that Beth could even sit here where I'm sitting now, but it's made for it. That will be kept open. It will have a stool in there which you can pull out and do her makeup on there. And once again, the lights, it's only when you sit down like this that you can see the lights. When you're standing, there's no direct light shining in your eyes. And the way that I did that was by lowering this part of the ceiling. I lowered it just 4 inches, even only 3 inches, just enough to be able to get the very narrow or very, very slim fluorescent lights. In fact, I don't think that they are fluorescent now. I think they make those tubes in LED. So here, these are the original metal supports, and we've clad those in plywood and trim. So we have an outlet on either side of the bedroom, which is not enough. I don't know why. I didn't pay more attention when Ryan, the electrician, was doing this, but we really should have had one down here, maybe one there, and who knows, maybe one there too. 2 more outlets. Now it would probably be a little bit messy, but we could still do it. Everything is round surface and concealed in these white things, which I've learned to live with. We actually tried to, well, let me finish on the ceiling, where my particular choice is not to have the direct light. Now at night the light in here is very soft. It's enough, but it's quite soft, and it's not direct. You don't see the light direct. As you can see there, it shines up but not directly on. This is the only one where you see a direct light, and that was taken from that plug there. We've got one modest little AC unit which is about enough to do this room. And no, we won't keep the plastic on there, but until we actually are using the bed, the plastic will stay on there. This is storage. Again, I try to utilize anything that I can as storage. Got storage in there. And plenty of places for me at least to put the few clothes that I wear. Shirts and shorts and underwear, that's about it for me, and socks. I don't have suits and ties and dress shirts. I don't have that, don't need it. So that's our bedroom. It's a nice size of bedroom. 12 by 12 is a pretty, by any standards, isn't a bad, or if you're going to go to Florida and start looking at some of the grand houses there, yes. But the way that it's laid out is very pleasant, and because the living room does have a vaulted ceiling, it's very spacious, even though it's actually only about 12 by 12. When I chopped down the mattress to go into this space, I had a chunk of foam left over. This was the chunk of foam, and that's what I spent the day today. And a little bit loose there, but I spent the day. What I've had of the day today, I spent making that match in with the rest. So now we have a mattress which is going to be scrapped, that's in the extension, well, the guest house. So when we actually do that, I will use foam from that mattress, and I'll make up the equivalent of this for this side as well. It is a place for lounging rather than sleeping. Okay, well, I should... Hey James.
Hello.
What James is actually doing now is providing us with some more storage so that we can put supplies and tools, and we can get them all out into here. This is a go-between between the extension and the house for our office as required by the DSWD, and this is our extension. This is our extension office, and this is the mess that we're in at the moment. But of course, it won't always be this way. But I wanted as much as possible to just get everything out of our house and put it in here, and then as we gradually get down, we realize the space back again, because a lot of this is trash. See, so all of these are the cardboard, but we keep coming in, and I keep using this cardboard to protect the floor against paint. Hi.
Good morning.
Hello. What are we doing? Oh yes. You have to go. Oh, a block. Yeah, I have a block, and I have everything there that you're selling. Sorry.
Ceiling.
Are you?
Pretty much got everything.
I think you're tooled up, aren't you? Yeah.
250 each.
I already have that. Now, sir, I actually already have it, so there's no point in me buying. Are you the same?
Same, yeah, but how much are your tubs? 350. 2 pieces.
Yeah.
350, 2 pieces.
Let me get.
Seaweeds.
I don't know where Beth is, but down the other house would be to go with the tubs. Yeah? Down the other house. Beth? Beth? What?
And I got already that.
Can you speak to him?
But we have more basic.
Honey, instead of speaking to me in English and then me speaking in English, why don't you speak to him in Visayan?
Ganda, kuya.
Sige.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's a little aside. Pretty well had everything that he was trying to sell somewhere. Can't always find it, but I got it. Well, that's a start to finish look at the house and how we're going on it, and we're looking forward to coming in and taking over. It will be so nice to be into this pleasant surroundings where we've been cooped up with cardboard boxes for everything in the guest house. The guest house is good if you're just here for a couple of days. 2 or 3 days is probably best, and you're living out of a suitcase anyway. But for us, 5 months I think it's been, and still so much to do. One of the things that I think we're going to have to build very soon is an incinerator so that we can get rid of a load of this stuff. So thanks for looking in. This is A Foreigner in the Philippines, up on our hill. Bye for now.